Automated decision-making systems, ADMs, are increasingly being adopted in public administrations to enhance efficiency and accuracy in decision-making processes. This research focuses on the use and adoption of ADMs in European public administrations, specifically examining how these systems transform the roles, tasks, and duties of street-level bureaucrats. A qualitative study was conducted, involving interviews with street-level bureaucrats from 3 administrations who had used ADMs for several years. ADMs are algorithm-based systems that automate specific tasks, such as triaging, scoring, or pattern detection, to increase efficiency or accuracy in decision-making processes. Despite their promises, ADMs also raise challenges related to trust and efficacy, particularly in the context of human involvement in algorithmic systems. This research aims to understand the adoption of ADMs by street-level bureaucrats, their perception of the systems, and the development of their capacities in the context of digital transformation. The scope of this research considers ADMs as a broad implementation of multiple decision points, datasets, and technologies used to automate decision-making processes in various contexts, including public administration. The European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, provides the first provision on the use of ADMs in Article 22. This research approaches ADMs as a general approach to automating processes, encompassing expert systems, rule-based, or machine learning software. The use of ADMs in public administration has been studied in the law and management fields, with applications in areas such as public order and safety, service personalization, prediction and planning, and information analysis. Studies have shown that administrations have already started adopting AI as ADMs in various areas, including policing and surveillance, and service delivery. The European Commission's report on the use of artificial intelligence by the public sector highlights the increasing presence of AI and ADMs in the public sector, with 38% of AI solutions already implemented, and 25% in the pilot stage. The research methodology involves a qualitative study, with a focus on understanding the adoption of ADMs by street-level bureaucrats and the development of their capacities in the context of digital transformation. The study's findings will provide insights into the challenges and opportunities of ADMs in public administration, and the transformation of public sector roles, tasks, and duties. The implementation of algorithmic decision-making systems, ADMs, in public administrations has the potential to enhance decision-making processes by providing more accurate and efficient outcomes. However, it also poses several risks that should be acknowledged, such as data practices harming vulnerable social groups, biased data affecting algorithm outcomes, and challenges in implementation due to organizational structures and digitalization expertise. ADMs are socio-technologies that have an impact on people, interpersonal interactions, and society as a whole. Therefore, the design, development, and implementation of such systems should not be separated from the situation of use. As ADMs are meant to be placed in the context of decision-making, these systems may involve direct interaction. The role of human operators in decision-making can be critical in particular scenarios, such as border control, social welfare, or criminal justice, where the decision could limit the rights and benefits for an individual or an entire social group. Humans interact with algorithms through a machine and its interface but are influenced by several environmental conditions and human factors such as workload, personal beliefs, motivations, capabilities, knowledge, experience, comprehension, and attention abilities. An additional barrier to adopting ADMs is related to the perception of the system and its outcome. Trust, reliance, and confidence are different social constructs that can affect the relationship between the operator and the system. The perception of the reliability of a system is tied to the experience of use and its context. A more transparent or explainable system does not necessarily become more trusted by humans. It needs to be more accessible. Accessibility is the availability of trusted information about the data, the code, and the models used to train the algorithm. For human operators to be able to give a discrete and justified response, they might have a different level of expertise in the context of use, from long-experienced professionals to operators without expertise. Users can be able or not to use an ADMs with more or less success depending on how the system provides relevant information and their expertise in understanding data and visual communication. The research questions addressed in this work are: What skills and competencies do street-level bureaucrats and public servants need to perform their tasks while supported by the ADMs? What are the different types of technological, social, and organizational arrangements that facilitate or hinder the use, implementation and operation of ADMs in public administrations? This research investigates the use of artificial decision-making systems, ADMs, in the public sector, focusing on the affordances and constraints of these systems in administrative work. The study employs a qualitative approach, analyzing 3 cases in Europe that have implemented ADMs for at least 2 years. The cases were selected from the Public Sector Tech Watch database, and data was collected through interviews, ethnographic observations, and document analysis. The study design consists of 2 stages: individual interviews with street-level bureaucrats and a validation focus group. The individual interviews aimed to understand the use of ADMs and the environment in which these systems are inserted. Semi-structured interviews were conducted with at least 3 street-level bureaucrats in each case, and the data was categorized and classified through thematic analysis. The analysis revealed common topics grouped into 5 dimensions: capacities, organization, implementation, use, and confidence. The validation focus group aimed to validate the findings from the individual interviews and to allow staff to exchange ideas and elaborate on their thoughts and beliefs about their experience. The focus group was split into 4 sections: introduction, presentation of main findings, a 2-stage questionnaire, and a short list of recommendations. Participants from all 3 cases were invited to participate in the focus group. The case studies presented are VO-Gen, Spain, and NAV algorithm, Norway. VO-Gen is a web-based system that assesses the risk of violence against women, providing a platform for exchanging information between users. The system has 2 main components: police-level assessment risk of violence against women, VPR, and forensic-level assessment risk of violence against women, VFR. The implementation of the system includes continuing training and a manual. The NAV algorithm is a rule-based algorithm that classifies job seekers into different categories based on the level of help they need. The algorithm is used to provide assistance to unemployed people and to determine the level of benefits they receive. The study highlights the benefits and challenges of implementing ADMs in the public sector, including the need for continuous training and the importance of protecting personal data and privacy. The study's findings provide insights into the use of ADMs in administrative work, highlighting the importance of understanding the affordances and constraints of these systems. The study's methodology and findings contribute to the development of a conceptual framework for understanding the use of ADMS in the public sector. The proposed categorization of job seekers into standard, situational, especially adapted, and permanently adjusted categories is based on factors such as age, education, health challenges, and recent work history. In the Norwegian context, the national unit was established in 2023, comprising 30 caseworkers who assess and respond to cases online, primarily handling standard users aged 3059 with sufficient digital skills. However, challenges persist, including the need to improve the algorithm's robustness, incorporate new data while adhering to data protection regulations, and enhance the interface and tools for caseworkers. In the Netherlands, the Slim Check algorithm was developed to determine which social assistance applications warrant further investigation, reducing the burden on citizens and ensuring affordable assistance provision. The algorithm, trained on 15 data points using XGBoost, provides transparent and explainable results, and its pilot implementation showed improved proportionality and reduced unlawful benefits. This research aims to identify topologies among street-level bureaucrats, examining how they interact with algorithmic decision-making systems, ADMs, and make decisions. The findings are threefold, comprising topologies with specific roles and organizational structures that constitute the effects of infrastructuring. The 6 identified roles that interact with ADMs include project leaders, team leaders, researchers, decision-makers, system users, and end users. 5 dimensions of ADM's impact were identified: capacities, organization, implementation, use, and confidence. Capacities refer to the knowledge and skills required to use the system, while organization involves coordinating and delegating tasks. Implementation encompasses the transformation of administrative processes, and use is influenced by contextual and situational settings. Confidence in the system affects its adoption and decision-making quality. These findings have significant implications for understanding how ADMs are adopted and used in various contexts, highlighting the importance of considering the complex interplay between technological, organizational, and human factors. Further research is needed to explore the nuances of these topologies and roles, as well as the challenges and limitations of implementing ADMs in different settings. The organizational structures of automated decision-making systems, ADMs, play a crucial role in their effectiveness. Research characterizes different organizational features, including managerial, deployment, territorialization, system-user interaction, communication, and end-user interaction. A comparison of 3 case studies, VO-Gen, NAV algorithm, and Slim Check, reveals variations in these features, as shown in Table 1. The discussion of topologies highlights the importance of bureaucrats' understanding of ADMs, particularly in statistical methods. However, findings indicate that bureaucrats lack training in statistics, and managers often assume they should only follow instructions, not interpret results. This can lead to reduced confidence in the system when discrepancies arise between the system's outcome and their own assessment. The deployment of ADMs often occurs with minimal training, and bureaucrats may not have the necessary skills and capacities to effectively use the system. Organizational reasons, such as uneven training distribution and heavy workloads, can hinder bureaucrats' ability to dedicate time to learning and utilizing the system. Factors like personal motivations and background also influence the adoption of technologies in the working routine. The implementation of ADMs requires dedicated resources, often resulting in centralization of decisions and the establishment of a team dedicated to the ADMs. However, this centralization can lead to slow and complex updates, as well as siloed information and lost direct contact with territorial teams. A decentralized approach to development, spread across the territory and offices, may be beneficial to address these issues. The research highlights the need for bureaucrats to understand how ADMs work, particularly in statistical methods, to critically assess results. Model explainability techniques may not be sufficient under legal and social aspects, emphasizing the importance of transparent and interpretable systems. The findings also underscore the significance of organizational structures, training, and resource allocation in the effective implementation and use of ADMs. In the development of algorithmic decision-making systems, ADMs, it is crucial to start with small, scalable systems that can be implemented on existing infrastructure, rather than attempting to create large, complex systems that may be difficult to administer. Hierarchies and roles within organizations play a significant role in shaping the perception of administrative staff, and it is essential to involve bureaucrats in the improvement process to ensure their buy-in and feedback. When implementing ADMs, standardizing and normalizing input data is critical to ensure the system's output is accurate and unbiased. However, biases can still arise from citizen input, which may be influenced by their expectations and understanding of the system. To mitigate this, systems can be designed to avoid unexpected inputs and reduce erroneous outputs. Bureaucrats can also game the system to achieve specific outcomes, and citizens may manipulate their inputs to receive desired results. This highlights the importance of understanding the trade-offs between information gathering and using complementary data to clarify citizen situations. ADM's classification categories are only disclosed to citizens if the administration believes it will be helpful, and each category is accompanied by the provision of specific resources. The precision of the algorithm is not the only consideration. The amount of resources dedicated to responding to citizen needs is also crucial. Bureaucrats' confidence in ADMs is influenced by their involvement in the implementation phase and their understanding of the system's limitations. Managers tend to have a higher confidence in the system, but also acknowledge the need for continuous improvement. The perception of ADMs is altered by bureaucrats' expectations about the system's outcome, and their skills and capacities to understand the system's inner workings. The use of ADMs is expected to alleviate workload, but the impact can vary. In some cases, workload may increase for certain bureaucrats, while in others, it may decrease. Collaboration among bureaucrats is essential to manage workload and systematize tasks. The design and implementation of ADMs differ from how they are used in practice, and it is crucial to test and refine the system in real-world settings to identify areas for improvement. This research explores the adoption and implementation of automated decision-making systems, ADMS, in the public sector, focusing on the connections between bureaucrats, citizens, and technology. The study highlights the importance of understanding the benefits of ADMS, collaboration, and standardization of processes. It also emphasizes the need for training that goes beyond software orientation, encompassing causes, values, and reasoning. The research reveals that ADMS becomes an opportunity to increase cooperation and communication between administrations and to standardize processes. Face-to-face meetings with citizens are still crucial, especially in critical situations or for those who lack skills to overcome their situation. The study confirms that relationships between dimensions are vital, and training should provide critical skills to bureaucrats while influencing a positive attitude towards the system. The research acknowledges limitations, including the small number of cases, lack of time to study certain factors deeply, and the difficulty in engaging participants. The artifact mapping and analysis were not fully developed due to time constraints. Future research should explore these areas further. The study's findings are supported by previous research, highlighting the importance of infrastructuring, which enables public members to identify and address issues in an ongoing manner. The contribution of different members is crucial in this process, and their vision may differ in terms of implementation and organizational schemes. The research was partially supported by the Public Sector Tech Watch program, and the authors acknowledge the collaboration and support from various administrations and individuals. The study's methodology, data curation, and formal analysis are outlined, and the authors' contributions are specified. The research references various studies on artificial intelligence in government, human-AI interactions, and algorithmic accountability. It also cites works on the limitations of transparency, disparate impact, and judicial interpretation of automated decision-making practices. The study contributes to the ongoing discussion on the adoption and implementation of ADMS in the public sector, emphasizing the need for a nuanced understanding of the connections between bureaucrats, citizens, and technology. This section provides a comprehensive review of existing literature on data-driven public service research, governmental automated decision-making, and human rights. The references cited encompass a broad range of topics, including the reconciliation of law and intelligence systems, enumeracy and unpacking in violence risk assessment, and the intuitive appeal of explainable machines. The authors draw from various disciplines, including public administration, law, human behavior, and artificial intelligence. The literature review highlights the importance of trust in AI-assisted decision-making, with studies demonstrating that street-level bureaucrats tend to trust AI recommendations that confirm their professional judgment. However, other research emphasizes the need for transparency and explainability in AI-driven decision-making processes. The review also touches on the concept of administrative due process when using automated decision-making in public administration, with a focus on the Finnish perspective. Furthermore, the authors reference works on the rule of law and automated decision-making, exploring the fundamentals of algorithmic governance. The discussion extends to the evaluation of trust in AI-assisted decision-making, with a survey of empirical methodologies. Additionally, the review covers topics such as liability and human agency in automated decision-making systems, as well as the pursuit of interpretable, fair, and accurate machine learning for criminal recidivism prediction. The literature review also delves into the transformational change and business process re-engineering in the public sector, highlighting lessons from the British and Dutch public sector. A case study on automated decision-making in public authorities is also mentioned, along with research on artificial intelligence in the public sector, applications, and challenges. The review concludes with references to the trouble with algorithmic decisions, the effect of confidence and explanation on accuracy and trust calibration in AI-assisted decision-making, and the implications of using artificial intelligence in public governance. Overall, this literature review provides a comprehensive overview of the current state of research on data-driven public service, governmental automated decision-making, and human rights, highlighting the complexities and challenges associated with these topics.